And now, from all across Australia,
It's the Aussie Slot Car Show!
live.
Well, welcome to episode 13 of the Aussie Slot Car Show live. What's up, Hub?
He's posing already. He's just a poser. You get him. He's posing.
What's posing about that? That's the whole show.
Yeah,
There you
how long were you holding the cup for using like that?
About 40 seconds.
I didn't see it.
Hurry up and start!
I didn't see it. Sorry, guys.
That's all right.
Oh, all right. There's a bit of chat going on, so we better say good day to some of the people in the chat. Let's go, Hughesy.
All right,
Take it away,
let's do a whip through. We've got Rough and Ready, Mount Dunny, Scots, Wayne Pepper's here, Chris is here, Garage Slotnick, Deborah's here, Dick is here, Slot Car Hub's here. What? Rough and Ready, Brother Jay, Jim, that's in Texas tuning in all the way over there.
Really?
Look out. Area
Wow.
51, George is here with us in the chat.
Thanks, George.
Alex
G'day,
is here. Josh is here. Ian Barrett is here. Harry is here. John D. This snuck up on me. Glad to make the start. Good one, John. Glad to hear it. Gref is here. Who else? Who have I missed?
Did I hear
John?
Ian Barrett?
That's Johnny V. He's actually, yeah.
Ian
Anyway,
Barrett, Hughesy?
I think so.
Ian
Where'd they go?
Barrett.
Ian
Hey,
Barrett. Ian Barrett is here.
Ian Barrett. Ian, that's Ian from Ballarat, I do believe.
Look
If
out.
Oh,
If that's
V32.
right. Hey, Ian, long time no chat, mate.
All right,
Hi, Ian.
Rebecca Scriven is here. David from UC is here. Daz Slot Car Box is here. Slightly Mad Slot Cars Fox and Walls is here.
Oh,
I
Glenn
said
Perrin.
Glenn Perrin just tuned in. Jeff Scriven
What?
is here. Think Scaletric and Magnetic Racing is here. It's Ian and Doug,
Hi,
or
Ian.
one of them, or maybe it's Silent Tim might have hijacked their channel. I don't know.
No, it's
And
Ian.
that's about it. 40. We hit 40. How's that?
Well, thanks everyone for joining in. Ian,
Thank you.
yeah, good to see you there, Ian, and or both Ians, Ian from Ballarat and Ian from England, and also some Yanks. We might have to change the name of the show to the International Slot Car Show. The way we're going,
That's awesome. Thank you, guys. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in. Awesome.
really good. That's fantastic. All right, well, as we normally would do. We normally start up the show with what's new. So how about we bring what's new up? And we're lucky enough tonight to have a special guest who's going to join us to talk about some of these releases as well. So I'd like to bring to the stage Johnny V from Das Slot Car. Sorry, mate. I've gone blank. My head's
Slot
not with it today.
That's Slot Car Box.
Slot Car Box, that's it. Oh.
That's Johnny B.
G'day.
G'day, everyone.
How are you, Johnny?
How are you, Johnny?
Pretty well. Thanks for the intro, Dick. I know you.
Sorry,
I know
I upped it up,
you're doing well just to be sitting in that chair today, mate. So I appreciate being on the show. And
That's
Hughesy,
all right, mate. We're very, very thankful that you've come on to join us. So all right, let's get into some new releases, and because that's what the segment is. So if we have a look at the first one, what do you think of that? A Scaly Escort.
That's a
Tell us more,
rip,
Hub.
isn't it? That's beautiful.
Cool.
Little Ford Escort.
Look at that. Look at that spoiler, Hub.
That looks good. I like it.
Nice big spoiler. Front and
It
rear.
Yeah, that's nice. Not like this one. No spoiler on that one.
No spoiler on that one.
No, that's a ripper. That apparently that's selling out pretty quick. I've heard rumours that's getting hard to get. That
Really?
car.
and that's a Scaley, is it, boys?
Yeah,
Yeah.
so they
Yeah.
yeah, no electric. Yeah, Little
Yeah, I
Escort.
like
They go good with a bit of a tune.
Yeah. I love the black wheels.
Yeah.
Yeah, mini light.
It really blends in nicely, yeah.
I don't know if it's a rally car or it hasn't got two drivers, does it? I don't know if it's rally or sports car.
It's looking rally
It's
to
a
me.
rally cross.
It
A rally cross.
Yeah, only got one driver, maybe. Who knows?
Yeah, there's no spotties on it either, so you could
No.
go either way.
Yeah, it could. You're right. It could.
Hey, could we drop the background music down a touch, please?
Certainly can.
Yeah,
How's
that's
that?
better.
Okay.
Better.
You don't want me starting to
See if
sing.
anyone in the comments has
Thank you.
Area 51. George has said that's just a track car.
Just a track
Oh,
car?
okay. So like a time trial car.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
Thanks, George.
Yeah. Group 2. You said Group 2. Yeah,
I think
makes
you might
sense.
be right.
Okay.
What do you think of the Mini?
Not sure about the colour. Love the car.
I don't mind
Yeah,
that colour.
You can never
My
have
first-
it.
My first car was purple.
Was it really?
Yeah,
Must
I
have
didn't
been
get a bloody
Falcon.
didn't get a bloody choice.
What
I had
was
to
it?
drive around in it.
How purple? Like purpley purple or?
Oh, a bit deeper purple than that. Bit more
Oh,
manly
yeah.
purple. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's probably not too bad.
Bit more bass guitar in that one, Husey.
Bit
Deeper
more,
purple.
yeah. Spot
Yeah.
on. Yep. Great analogy. Yeah.
Just trying to see if
So
there's
that
any.
one's got a cold roof on it too.
Does
Yeah,
anybody
gold.
know what the Scalextric minis are like these days? Because I remember having a pair of Scalextric minis way back as a teenager with Scalextric set.
Yeah.
They were cool. Are they any good these days?
On my wooden track, I've got MJKs on mine. You loosen them up, put a lot of weight in them. They're okay. If everyone's racing the same car,
Yeah.
it's good racing.
Yeah.
But if you put it up against an Escort or a Lotus Cortina, you're not going to win.
Right.
What
you-
about
you
you,
put-
Johnny? Have you got any minis, Johnny, on your track in Scalextric? Or
No, not Scalies. I've got a few larger, the BRMs, 1/24 scale, which are cracking cars, of course. But
Those
Yeah.
ones.
Hub, you mentioned putting weight in the scaling minis. Whereabouts do you put the weight, and how much weight have you had to put in those?
so with these cars, I get blue tack and stick it on the outside of the motor. Then I put
Right.
little sinkers, like fishing sinkers, little round balls,
Mm-hmm.
and I use them and stick them into the blue tack, and that just helps put more weight into the car because there's not a lot of room in there to put weight. Let's face it.
Yeah, nice.
So that seems to work okay. It makes them, you cruise them around and enjoy them. They're not going to win races with them, like I said.
And Husey, stop making me drool with that BRM, mate.
That one.
Oh, that's glorious.
You like that one?
Yeah.
Is that glorious? What about that one?
Actually, you know what? I've actually got the number. I've got the number one. I don't have the 88 though. The number one's magnificent.
Yeah, it looks good. We've got Slot R in the chat too. G'day, Dave. Thanks for jumping in, mate.
Hey, Dave.
Hey, welcome.
See you, mate. Okay. How about we move on to a Capri?
Oh,
Oh,
I love that.
that.
You can never have enough
That's
too many
nice.
Capris.
Yeah,
Is this another Scalextric?
yeah, all Scalextric. Yeah,
Actually, I just pulled the trigger on. Remember the series back in the 70s, 80s, the professionals in the UK.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I love
yes.
it, Joe.
All right.
But
Yeah,
there's a twin pack of the Bodie and Doyle's Capris from the show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had to have it. Had to have it.
they're pre-order too only, I think.
Yeah, they're pre-order at the moment. Yeah.
Yeah,
They
that
are
was
good.
that was a damn good show. I remember.
It was a cracking show. Cracking show.
I've got about 4 of these Capris in Scalextric. I love them. They're grouse. They go
How do
grouse.
they run? They
They're
run good.
grouse. Yeah, put some urethane tires on them, loosen them up,
Mm-hmm.
do your normal stuff, and they're awesome to drive.
You put any weight in those, Hub?
Yeah,
You're
I
gonna
do.
put your balls in that one.
Yeah, heaps of them. I only put 2 in. Just 2 of Husey.
Just two.
Yeah, two big ones, mate.
You blokes are terrible. Unbelievable. All right, what about this one?
Yeah, not for me.
Not for you.
No.
That's interesting.
So how,
Like, I
how
got
do you
the-
wait? Oh, sorry, go on, Husey.
I got the normal one of that, and it goes really
Mm-hmm.
well. So I'm wondering how good that one would be.
Yeah, Pat was a big fan of the Back to the
Yeah.
Future
Yeah,
movies,
yeah.
and I reckon Pat would have grabbed that.
well, he
yeah.
had them all. He had them all, Dick. All of them.
He'd be all
Yeah.
over it.
He
So
would have
that,
grabbed
that
that one.
car there has got the wheels inside the chassis. So when
Yeah.
you lift it up, the back wheels and the front wheels are inside the chassis.
Yeah.
Right. So
So
it's
that's
actually
all right.
it'd be quite narrow then, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it's really narrow. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So
So it's
it
got
doesn't.
a really, really short axle on it.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Right.
You mean it doesn't actually hover? It's like hidden wheels underneath.
Yeah, it can hover if you want, Hughes. It depends how much you drink.
You
See,
see that?
that's just that's false advertising. Like, remember the Harry Potter
know.
car? They did a video showing it flying. I bought that for my daughter for Christmas. Can't get the bastard to fly.
Here's
I like the-
here's a question for you.
Doesn't
Yeah.
move.
If you invert the magnets, would
Yes.
it want to hover above the rails rather than be
Maybe.
attracted to them?
That might work.
We need to call it Mythbusters.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we need Mythbusters
Who's going to try that for us and get back to us?
Hughesy.
So who's
You want it to properly hover, not fake hover. You want it to properly hover.
Yeah.
Area 51? Yeah, put little fans underneath it. Yeah, that'll work.
Yep.
Yeah.
I was looking at the detail on the car. I love the food processor on the back.
Yeah.
That's
I was
good.
gonna ask Hub what he'd weigh it down with. It'd probably be bloody orange peels, wouldn't it?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I'm going to pass on that one, that car. That does nothing for me, that car.
So
Not for
you
you,
reckon
mate.
it's one of these?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely one of those.
Gotcha. All right. Next. Oh,
Lotus Cortina. Yeah, beautiful.
Very nice. Very
Yeah.
nice.
Must
Look at those
have.
wheels.
That's a nice car.
Cool wheels.
Mini
Mini
lights.
light. Yeah.
Period correct. Very nice. Nice colour too.
Mm.
Yeah, it looks good. And they
Good
go
light.
good too. They go good too.
So you need to weight those down as well, Hub. I mean, because they look quite narrow as well.
Yeah, I put
Yeah.
weight in them too. Yeah,
Yeah.
Because my track's really grippy now because I did the clear coat on it. It's really grippy.
Mm-hmm.
Back in the day when you had the Ferrador, you didn't have to put as much weight because you didn't have as much grip. You had a bit of a slide, which was good too. I do miss the Ferrador, but everyone's doing the clear coat these days, so you got to keep up with the Joneses. And
Well, most
Good.
people, mate. Most people.
you haven't cleared yours, have you? Yours is Ferrador still, isn't it?
I'm not going to clear coat mine.
No, good on you. Don't do it. I agree.
Have a look at this from Slot R, fellas. Hot off
Yeah.
the press. Rob from Swift Slots just emailed him, and he's developed a kit you can buy to convert your Scale Electric Mini to a solid front axle.
Oh,
So,
mate.
Dave, are you saying that there is stub axle front on those? The motor's in between the front wheels?
Yeah, they are a stub axle, Dick.
Yeah, I hate
Right.
that.
Yeah. Yeah, it makes the front, when the car goes into a corner, the front just digs in too much.
Yeah, and you can never really get the wheels to spin very nice with the stub axle fronts either.
Yeah, they always move a bit too.
Yeah.
Hey, Dave, Slot R, is he going to do a video of that, or that's just hot off the press like right now it's happening, or is he doing a video on that? Because that'd be interesting to see.
Mm.
It would be.
Yeah. All right, moving on.
Next one.
Move on. Next. Oh,
What do you think of
yes. Very nice.
That looks good.
Yeah, that's.
I like that. Apparently that's hard to get too. I think that's
Is
like-
it?
Yeah. I think
Delivery's
that's
fantastic.
Yeah, that's a nice Mustang.
Yeah.
From Reddy says nothing in this year's Scaly release interested him enough to part with any cash.
Okay.
Okay.
What's he interested in?
There's so much-
You-
There's so
What's
much
up
to
your
choose
alley,
from.
Ruff? What's up your alley, mate? Tell us what you like. No,
Who?
Glenn Perrin said he's with Rough and Ready. He's not interested in anything either.
Oh, okay.
Okay, we'll move on to the last one that we've got in the slides. The Mustang.
Now that's the Hertz car, I reckon.
It looks like it, doesn't it?
Yeah,
Because
I
of the
think
suit.
Yeah, it's black and gold, obviously. So I think that's a Hertz one. I think they actually called it a Hertz car, I think.
Yeah.
From memory.
Yeah.
Which they go okay. I'm not 100% happy with them. They go okay. They take a bit of work. They look good, but they look fantastic.
Right.
But that's just these days. That's what Scala Electric is. They look good. They're collectible. They just don't go as good as the other brands, and that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
They are. That's the market they're in, I suppose.
That's it. I still buy them. I collect them, but I just don't race them. But I still buy them.
Yeah. All good. All right. Well, unless you've got anything there, Hub.
Yeah, I've got 2 cars.
Okay, I'll bring you up.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Oh, you got the white one.
I think the wheels look a bit cheap, though. They look really, I don't know. I reckon they could have done a better job with those wheels.
I think if you've seen it in person, Dick, you probably figured it's not as bad as what you think. It actually looks quite good.
Agreed.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a beautiful car, that. I love Coca-Cola cars. And you don't get many Coca-Cola cars, let's face it.
No, you don't. Yeah.
Very
So
nice.
That's the NSR Porsche. So these have just come out. And thank you to Alex from Bonza, Stock Cars and Hobbies, for getting these to me.
Speaking of Bonza, is that right?
And we've got a
screen?
Ferrari.
Hubs
Can
on
you see
Coke.
Alex's comment?
He's got a whole fridge full
Yeah, I
of
see
them.
that. Yeah, I see that. Coffee at the moment. And there's
Yeah.
a Ferrari.
Beautiful.
So
Nice.
There's a colour on it.
that's the Nigel Mansell one.
Yeah, there's a little colour on it. It's just beautiful.
Yeah, and these go great. These NSRs are so fast too. They're so good. They're easy to tune. Take 10 minutes to tune one.
Yeah. We'll let UC tune it up and it'll be a record breaker.
Maybe a packed house.
Yeah,
Nice.
remember that?
Yeah, what a weekend that was, eh?
Yeah.
Never forget it. Never forget it.
Probably one of the best weekends I've ever had, except for having a daughter and getting married, to be honest with you.
Really?
Oh, 100%. It was the best. What? It was like 10 or 12 of us. It was stinking hot, and no one complained. It was the best weekend, man. We all had a good swim. I could have stayed there for another day, you know what I mean? It was awesome.
Yep.
It was awesome.
Okay. So that's what's new. The reason we've got Johnny V on with us tonight is so that he can talk about his tyre tour. If you've been on the YouTube channel surfing around, you may have seen him pop up with a couple of videos. His latest video was explaining how to use the tyre tour. So, Johnny, tell us all about it. Take it away, mate.
Thanks very much, Dick, and again, thanks guys for having me on the live. Hughie and Hub and you, Dick, and obviously I know Pat's looking down on us, and he's certainly looking down on us. I've got him up here on the shelf at the back there. He's always looking over me and the shenanigans I'm getting up to on the track, certainly inside anyway. The tyre tour is. If you haven't already seen the videos, they're available on the channel. But I probably won't go on too much about it here tonight. But I have used it. I've been using one of these for a year, at least a year. Made some improvements to it. You probably saw in the latest videos. I've fitted one of the Hub recommended eBay power supplies, which is working fantastically well, very efficient. And you pretty much use this on minimum voltage as well. But it's all, as you may have seen, it's all mostly 3D printed steel components. The aluminium, perfectly flat sanding bar, and it's a really chunky.
Out a bit too, mate.
What's that, mate?
It looks like it's seen some wear and tear, that sanding block. Hold that up again.
Well, actually, yeah. I've got to admit, mate, I use this to you know, it's I use this to. It's part of my manicure kit, DG. So,
No wonder it's worn out.
no, that's right. Yeah. What,
Can you
when
give one of them? Can you give one of them to Dick about that big butt? He needs a bloody big manicure kit. We'll give it a tip.
The bigger the better, mate. Got
Yeah.
a lot of work.
No.
Lot of work to get this looking good, mate.
You said it looks good.
I've got to admit that I've used this one because I've got to say I'm really surprised and pleasantly surprised how good the uptake is and level of interest in the tyre tour is. So I've got people requesting. I've sent one to Toju Racing in the US. Sent another one out today. Got another 3 on being built at the moment. But yeah, explaining the I guess the damage on here, Dick. The grub screws that I've bought to insert in the slot pulleys, they're actually pointed grub screws. So I just take the point off them a little bit, so there's a bit more purchase on the axle when you cinch them down. So, but yeah, it's done a bit of damage to my own sanding block, but it still works. And I did use this in the demonstration video, and it still works fine.
Can you just hold up the tyre true again? Because George has said how he likes how the power supply is mounted, and so do I. I think that's really, really a good use of space, especially with that adjustable power supply.
Yeah, that's terrific.
Are you going to be supplying the brackets for that, John?
100%, Dick. Yeah, I'm designed and 3D printed these. Went through a couple of iterations, but they basically there's a self-tapping screw that you fix them to on the back of the MDF.
Yep.
And there's actually a small foot on the bottom as well. So these won't rock or tilt at all. So it's rock solid. Use 4 M3 bolts and nuts, 2 on each side, and it's I've shaped it and it matches this particular power supply perfectly.
Yeah,
so,
it looks like it's made for it, mate.
So boys, if you need one, let me know. I'll get some brackets to you as well. If I know Anthony, Hub, yourself, Dick, have already got these. If you get these power supplies and you,
I have got a spare one. Yeah, got to spare one of those little power supplies, and it's a great idea because it means that you can even take it to a race night and you've got your power supply. It's all you got to do is plug it in and away you go. I think that's a really good idea, mate.
Yeah.
Thanks,
I
mate.
agree. It's awesome. Mine's getting a good workout, and it's holding up pretty good.
I'm happy to hear that.
Shelf Queens has said 95% of the performance improvement is from good true tyres. Absolutely right.
Indeed.
Yeah, well said.
Alex likes the design as
Thanks,
well.
Bonza.
Yeah, Aaron, nice quality. It is too. I've got one sitting right here, and it is fantastic design and really good quality. Yep.
But yeah, anybody that's interested in getting hold of one, you can hit me up at the dasslotcarbox@gmail.com email address. I bought another 3D printer, so I've got 3 now that can just crank these things out.
Shit.
It's a bit like George at Area 51. I think he's got about 5 or 6 going at once.
Yeah, he's got the array of resin 3D printers.
Yeah.
And hats off to George for wanting to deal with the chemicals and so forth. But
yeah,
these are all the ones I use are a bit more, I guess, lung friendly. So they're all FDM printers. So it's just really rolls of plastic on spools. So it's a little bit less toxic on your lungs and less sort of post processing. I know with resin, there's you print the object and you need to go through a number of steps to get to the final product. So hats off to George and the team for their patience around all that. But their models are unbelievable.
Yeah,
they are
good.
Really good, very impressive.
We've got Slotcar Dojo in the chat too. Thanks, mate, for coming along.
Oh, is he? Where is he?
He's up. He said, "Hello, guys. Hope you're all doing well." I think it'd be early for him. Very early.
It is.
Well, thanks everyone for tuning in, no matter where you are.
Yeah, absolutely. We've got quite a few people in the chat. Anthony reckons he loves his tyre tour already.
Yeah.
So that's great.
Happy to hear that, Anthony.
So what are some of the benefits of your tyre tour, mate? over some of the others that are out there on the market?
Well, I think that the main thing is it's it's very budget friendly. I mean, it's hobbyist grade. Don't get me wrong. It's not an RSM aluminium bodied German precision device. It's the next step up from putting your car on your track rails and putting a piece of sandpaper underneath the back tires. So it gives you a bit more control over the touring process. So you're actually taking the axles and the wheels and the tires off the car, putting it on the device, and you're actually controlling the level of diameter reduction on your tires, but also the low and the high spots. And I've included the 80 and the 180 grit as the two halves on the aluminium plate that I supply, but I probably could have gone a bit finer grit on those, because the 80 is pretty vicious on the tires. But but like I said, if you take your time and be nice and gradual, you won't overheat the tires. But yeah, I think Dick, to answer your questions, it's mainly the price and accessibility of the device. It's really basic as well. So and
speaking of price,
the parts
Fox
are
and Walls
upgradable.
are asking what the price is on them.
Well, I guess my May special, everybody, is no. I did attend the Scalextric's recent slot car swap meet. Gee, that's hard to say. And Hub and Bonza were there, and I sort of was harassing them for a while I was there. And Alex, thank goodness, allowed me to put one of the tyre truers behind the stall, and had a few good conversations with people. But at the moment, I'm offering the tyre truer for 200 Australian dollars. So that's a pretty good price when you think of what some of the high end ones are worth. And really, when I was looking for a tyre truer, because I was in slot car racing back in like the early 2000s, and then exited from the hobby entirely in about 2017, and I've only just got back into it in the last 24 months. And I had one of those high-priced German, beautifully precise tyre truers, but they're actually quite hard to get, and when you add shipping costs as well in Australia, it's just horrendous.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
Be able to offer something at the domestic level, I think is probably a gap in the market, and hopefully people will really jump onto it.
Yeah, 100%.
No worries, George. Thanks for the kind words. So here's a question from Ollie, and he's asking who's the best slot car parts supplier in Australia for the special projects that come up.
Good question.
As in what brand of parts? As in
No
Well,
supplier.
Here you go, Ollie. I've just put some businesses across the bottom of the screen now. If there's someone near you and you want to go and check them out, have a look along the bottom of the screen here. And most of these shops will have, or all of these shops will have parts for pretty much everything. So keep that in mind. You're a Richmond supporter, so I'm guessing you're in Melbourne. So there's Outlaw Slot Cars in Mulgrave for a start, and there's also MR Slot Cars in Hallam. So check them out. Search the web, and you'll be bound to find someone close if that's what you're after. If you want to be able to walk into a shop, peruse what they've got, grab something, off you go, rather than buying it online. Well, then hopefully something down the bottom there we can help you out with, mate.
Yeah.
It also depends. Sorry, Hub. It also depends on the type of parts that you're after as well, and the scale and the style of racing. Whether it's 132 scale, 24 scale, drag racing. The different stores will have obviously the different lines of products available as well.
That's correct. He's in Queensland, Dick.
Okay, so there's a Richmond fan in Queensland.
There you go. Well, maybe I know Greff's on the chat. Maybe Greff Shed's on the chat. Maybe he's got some recommendations.
Yeah, Shane, if you got anything for us, mate, what's the go-to place up there, mate? I'm just trying to go through some of the comments and.
I pinged.
There's a lot of comments. There's a lot of people. It's really good. 70 people.
Yeah, it's trying to get through, but
Yeah, no, that's all right. Really good. A lot of comments is good. Everyone's chatting.
So, as I said earlier, get on to Daz Slot Car Box YouTube channel and check out the tyre tour. And Johnny goes right through it and explains everything, how to use it. And yeah, he's got a couple of tips there as well. So
you might have sold one. You might have
sold
sold one, Johnny. Slightly Mad Slot Cars are interested in one.
Well, there you go. Fox and Wiles, happy to help out. Hit me up through the email address, and we'll work something out.
There you go. Throw another sanding plate in, we'll take one. That's great.
No, Fox and Bull is good. They're all over the place on the live. They do on everyone's lives. They're good.
So Dave's in with us. You see slot cars, and he said a lot of shops don't have a very full website of parts. Armchair has a good list of parts, and Show Us Your Slots has a great selection. I have noticed that if you shop online, you can't be guaranteed that that they're right across their stock levels on the website. So that can be frustrating too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. I was looking for more, the 32 scale, 332 bearings that I include with the tyre truer, and there's none in Melbourne. So I've actually ordered some from Armchair because they have plenty of stock at the moment. So yeah, you do need to sort of be selective and depending on what you need.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You got Mary Louise in the chat too. Hey, Mary Louise, that's Anthony's better half.
G'day.
Hi, Mary Louise. Here she is. Hi, guys.
Oh, nice.
And I did see your comment before, Anthony. Thank you, mate. Yes, the garage is getting there. I'm editing a video at the moment, so I'm actually going to bring out a video soon. You'll be happy to hear that, Hub.
It's looking good, Dick. It's looking really good there, so that's good.
I'm pretty happy with the way it's coming out so far.
It's going to give you more of a spark to get out there. You know what I mean?
Absolutely, yeah. That's one of the reasons why I wanted to do it, mate. It's going to be a lot more user friendly.
100%. Yeah, are you going to do aircon or some type of heating, or are you looking at something like that in the future? Or
possibly, I might put a split system in. This section of the garage is insulated, but it wouldn't take much to insulate the whole thing. The only problem is the roller doors. You get a lot of air and dust and stuff coming in over the roller doors.
Right. If you don't have to have it freezing cold, just to take the chunk out of it, the heat,
Yeah, just to make it comfortable. Yeah. It's a possibility.
Yeah, like that.
I've got to work out what I'm doing with the floor. What's that, mate?
That weekend at Patch, if we didn't have that aircon, we would have been in a shitload of trouble.
Oh yeah. Absolutely, yeah. That was we had to have that. Yeah.
I don't think my controller lead wire would have reached from the swimming pool. No. It was a hot day. It was a hot weekend.
We could have pushed the track out to the swimming pool because he had it on. Remember, Pat put big wheels.
He had it on wheels. We could have put it in the pool.
We didn't think of that. We should have done that. That would have been good.
My track's on wheels, and that was another reason why I wanted to do a bit of work over here. Where am I? That way. And that moves quite easily, actually.
Yeah.
So,
it does. Look at that.
So I can move that sitting in the chair.
So I remember you used to like shuffle it in and out, Dick, and out of the when you had the wall there.
Yeah, well, that wall's gone.
Yeah, it's terrific. Looks really good. That black ceiling, it's like.
Yeah, it's coming along really good. I'm really happy with it.
Yeah.
So I've got a video being edited at the moment. Hopefully this weekend I'll have something to bring out.
Yep.
And then I'm looking forward to getting out here and laying some rubber on this track.
Oh, yeah. And Dick, I've got this for you, mate. Let me know.
Yes, I will definitely get you up very soon, mate. And we'll hook that up and get a proper timing system happening. And there's another thing, guys. If you're after a timing system, that's basically what Johnny does. That's what started it all off, wasn't it, mate? Is your timing system? Tell us about that.
Well, yeah, Well, I mean, I've been a long time user of the race coordinator, race management system software. And that's what we installed at Pat's, it's what we installed at Bonza. Pretty much most of the guys I race with in Melbourne, at one way or another, I've done some fiddling with their track setups. And I remember when I started doing the timing systems using the race coordinator recommended setup. And I know Bonza will have a laugh because I used to before I was into 3D printers, I used to put the relays and everything in a bloody lunchbox, one of those Systema lunch boxes, just to keep the price point down for the guys. Yeah. And now with 3D printing and so forth, you can create something that looks very professional and it's very slim as well. But yeah, the dust slot car. I might as well give it a plug while I'm here. But I mean, the system basically it comes with a call button, so you can control power to your track or cut power to your track. It has power control for up to 4 lanes. It has the sensors that you mount underneath your track in the slot under each lane, and also comes with these 3D printed sensor holders that get screwed in and hold the sensors under the track, as well as the obviously you need a long USB cable so you can connect the box to your laptop that's running the free race coordinator software. There's also a power supply for the it's based on an Arduino Uno microcontroller that sits inside the box here, as well as a 4-relay box, and it's all wired together, and it's designed to talk to race coordinators, race management system. So I've been using this setup for years in one shape or form, and it's never failed me. So Dave, UC Slot Cars, we get it installed at his place. It was probably the last track that we successfully installed, and yeah, it doesn't miss a beat.
Yeah.
And what's the price for the kit?
Well, that kit I'm selling for $300, which is actually a really good price when you look at other systems that are out there and what they offer. This is actually a very good price, and if you're in the Melbourne metro area, I'm happy to come out and actually install it. I've done that for some of the boys, but obviously if you're interstate or whatever, it's going to be a bit more difficult. But I do have videos planned to provide an overview for the box itself and what you get, and its functions and capabilities. Also, I will do a video on installing the sensors onto the track, because I'll do that to my 3-lane wood router track outside as a demonstration video, and also I guess the other piece of the puzzle is configuring your computer. You need to download Race Coordinator. You need to download the Arduino drivers for the actual microcontroller that's in the box to make sure it can connect and be recognized through the USB cable. So look out for that in the future. But yeah, $300 is the going price for that setup. But let me know.
And it is a very good system. I was very impressed racing on it.
Yeah, mine hasn't missed a beat. I've had mine for about a year now, I think, Johnny, and it's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. And whenever we race at Bonzas, it's faultless. It's bulletproof. I mean, we saw that at Pat's. You came up to Pat's place, you installed it within 20 minutes, I guess.
Yeah, the actual install of the box itself is very straightforward. Yeah.
Plugged everything in, turned the TV on or the monitor on, and off we went. Mm-hmm. Fantastic, absolutely, really good, and that's why I commissioned Johnny to build me one, because I've got a very old system and it's so unreliable. So I had to get something reliable, and Johnny's system is just fantastic for that. I just want to point out what Deborah's put up. She said, "Does anyone construct mobile tables ideal for creating the track on?"
Mobile.
A mobile table, Deborah, is just get the table and put some wheels on it.
Does she mean foldable tables?
Yeah, you can get foldable tables, and you can probably mount some wheels. I mean, you can just put a board with some wheels on it, and sit the table on that. It wouldn't take much. Depends on how mobile you want it to be, I suppose. I mean,
Yeah, that's right.
my track's just over 5 metres by 2.2 metres. I've got, I think, 8 small casters on it, and it moves fine. Yeah, just whatever it takes, get in there and do it. So you're coughing too, mate.
I've been coughing for a week, Dick. It's getting better, but yeah.
Yeah, it's terrible, isn't it? It's going around.
It is going around a bit at the moment.
Yeah. Alex said he's still got the lunchbox version of the timing system.
Hey, mate, I'll sell you the 3D printed shell for 300, Al.
Scott from Mount Dunedin. G'day, Scott. He's asking, could you do a single lane version?
Yeah, that's a really good question. Thanks, Scott. Well, with this system, whether it's 1 lane or 4 lanes, I know, like for example, Dick has a 2-lane track. So I built the 4 lane. There's really no cost saving by saying I want a 1 lane or a 4 lane, because the components themselves, you still have to buy the components. But yeah, definitely can do that. You just, within the race coordinator software, when you set up your track, you say I just have a 1 lane track, and then when you set up the actual inputs that control both the power and the timing in the software, it only gives you options to configure one of those inputs, or one of those sensors and one of those relays. So yeah, you can definitely do that. Definitely.
Nice.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah, Deborah, you can use a table tennis table. Not a problem. A lot of people do.
Yeah, definitely.
That's always a great place to start. Yeah, Scotty said ping pong table works well. So
100%.
Deborah's saying they're hoping to build a modest-sized table for the lounge room.
Okay.
Great
Awesome.
spot to have a track in the lounge room.
Perfect.
Lounge room.
I tell you what. Well, Deborah, if you can see behind me, I've got the Carrera tracks just sitting on. I bought several. In fact, I'll just tilt my camera. If you can
Can
still
we
see
go
it.
bigger on that one screen?
I can just
There
do a
we
bit of
go.
well, it's a bit hard to see, but you can see here I've got the
Storage.
IKEA
Yeah.
cube storage, and that's a perfect height under the track. It's about 760 mils off the floor, and I've got the basically 12 millimeter MDF sitting on top of that, and I've just got my Carrera track sitting on top of that. So it's actually a really comfortable height. And if you don't want to build tables, you can actually. I've got these pretty much all the way around the track, with a few trestles sitting in the back corner underneath the track there, but pretty much all the way along this front straight area, and around the end of the track there is the IKEA cube furniture. I'm happy to share a link to that in the description at some point.
It's very neat. Yeah, it looks good.
Yeah, very neat.
Cool.
Yeah. Dick,
All right.
you right, Dick?
Yeah, mate. I'm just
Good.
Hang on in
getting
there,
the
mate.
cost up. It's
Doing
starting to
well.
get a bit cool out here in the shed, in the garage.
Yeah. Would you want to do what's on your bench quickly, or what?
We can do what's on the bench.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can find the screen, mate. Here we go.
Who's
What's
going
on your
first?
bench?
Husey, you up? You want one first?
You want me to go first?
Here you go, mate.
Just what you
really,
got.
you really want to see what I did this week?
Whip it out, mate. Whip it out.
Get it out, mate. He wasn't ready. Come on, Husey.
Thanks, Anthony. That'd be nice.
Yes, Anthony, definitely.
Pretty slack this week. I made a billboard.
That's it.
What do you
Done more than
reckon?
me.
Pretty cool, hey?
Turn it around.
Good.
What?
You going to turn it around?
No.
No? Okay.
You really want to see it?
Yeah. Our waitresses have big tips.
Husey. Classic Husey.
Yeah. I've still got to build the restaurant. I've got the magnetic racing Hooters restaurant to go with it. And it lights up too when you bother to wire it in. Yeah, that's what's on my bench.
Awesome.
Good stuff.
So,
All right.
Husey, Sorry, Husey, when you paint those up, do you prime them at all, or you just hit them with the paint? How do you do those?
I don't bother priming them, and they turn out just fine. In fact, they look a
Yeah.
bit naturally weathered when you skip the primer,
Oh,
which
nice
saves
one, yeah.
you. So that red is just one coat.
Oh,
That's
right,
good.
okay.
That's a spray, and then I hand painted the little footsies and just that feature on the front there.
Nice. Yeah,
But,
I've got half a dozen to build that I've had sitting under the track for like 6 months, and
Yeah. So
It's gonna-
it's big MDF. It does drink up the paint.
Yeah.
Mm.
So
But yeah, I never bothered priming. They do recommend priming, but I don't bother. I think it looks better without it.
yeah.
we've got Digger in the chat too. Haven't said hello to Digger, I don't think. I just know.
G'day,
Digger.
Digger.
Hey, Digger.
No, mate.
Hi,
I've seen a few chuckles in the comments.
I've put a couple of comments of his up on the screen. I've put one up just before.
I didn't see it. All right, I'll go next.
What do you? So what do you?
Yeah. Carl Auto Cadillac.
Does it come with a
That's-
spoiler?
That's
Yep.
magnificent.
Put the bloody spoiler on.
I haven't done nothing to it yet, Shane. It's brand
Did you
new.
just get? You just got it out of the box. Oh, look at that.
It looks amazing, doesn't it?
So that's
It's like
your
the
new
bloody-
Carl Auto.
It's like the space shuttle under there, mate.
It is a bit, isn't it? They go fantastic. They're so nice to drive.
Yes.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm going to hopefully do this weekend. I'm going to tune this up and get it going.
You gonna
Yeah,
make a
go
video
on.
on that, Hub, or?
Oh, I don't know. The way I feel at the moment, probably not, to be honest with you, Johnny.
Yeah.
Got to try and get down to Mum and Dad's this weekend. See, Mother's Day didn't get down there last week, so that's the most. I've got to get there first and do all that.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
What do you got, Johnny? Anything on your bench?
Well, I mean, that Cadillac's hard to beat, I tell you. But yeah, I mean, I did pop into the swap meet, as you know, the other weekend, and I sort of worded Bonza up to that. You know, after seeing the Cadillacs, I had to have them, right? So I bought the three of them: the red, the yellow, and the blue. So
You
they're
did.
still in the box. But what I did want to show is that this is the car that I actually turned some laps with last night. But and if you saw my latest YouTube post, I raced with the vintage slot car group in Melbourne last night, and they raced fortnightly on Wednesdays at Diamond Creek International Raceway. And because I'm a newbie, I don't know one end of these cars from the other, and it's like Cole in Days of Thunder. You know, I can press the button on the control, drive it, but I don't know anything about the car. So
that was at Kev's house, was it?
that was at Kev's, and Kev is, he built this for me as a thank you, because I did Scotty and I did a fair bit of work on his track with the timing system and getting it really reliable, and he's built me this Lotus 30. It's a 24 scale vintage, so it's got the it's basically a Cox standard kit, so it's a Cox chassis on the bottom, 36D motor.
Could we
And
put that up full screen, please, Dick?
Yep.
There we go. Ooh.
And this thing, I mean, actually, Kev raced it because he built it like a month or so ago, and I hadn't raced with the boys for quite some time. So this has had some race time, and it's won races. And after turning a few laps with it last night after the main races, this thing is absolutely incredible. I mean, and the details, just the rivets around the windscreen there, the driver detail, the pipes, the roll bar. I mean, Kev's just done an amazing job.
Yeah, looks good.
Yeah, it's terrific. It's terrific. So,
Awesome.
Kev, if you're watching, thanks again, mate.
Beautiful car.
Magnificent.
Terrific.
Thanks, boys.
Yeah. I'm trying to bring up a slide and it does not want to work, and it's the same one that didn't want to work last episode, Hub.
Yep.
And you know which one I'm talking about?
Yeah, I do. It's not working
Yeah,
again.
it doesn't want to work again. But I will I will bring up a pic. And
Look at that. Yeah.
Oh, look at those.
so that's on UC Slot Cars track, and those two cars are Jeff's, I do believe. Is that right, Hub?
Yeah, Dad, Jeff Scriven. So he scratch built those cars out of plastic models. They got brass chassis, scale electric motors, slotted running gear. I think he said from memory, their sidewinders, slotted spur gear, Carrera tyres or Pioneer tyres. I think they got on the back of them, and Pioneer rims from memory. He said. I actually haven't driven these yet or seen these. These have just been finished, but they look sensational. Dad's getting really good at doing what he's doing at the moment. They're coming up really nice.
They're incredible.
Yeah, he's doing well.
Guys, I'm just going to try and do something off screen and get this other photo up because I really want to get this up. So keep chatting amongst yourselves.
Well, if David's still in the chat, which I think I just seen he is. David, how did they go? Did they drive well? Did you get a lot of grip with them? Because I haven't driven these cars yet. I haven't seen them. I've got one. I've got a blue one. He did about probably 3 months ago. But these
He's
ones
saying rear engine behind the axle.
Okay. Yeah, I know. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. How'd they go, Dave? They drive nice. I know my blue one. I've got one identical. It drives really nice. But that I love that green one. That green looks awesome.
That green's fantastic.
Yeah.
It
When
is
he
nice,
first
isn't it?
showed me
Especially that blower.
When he first showed me pictures of that green, I didn't like it. But then now you look at it more and more, it looks unreal, the green.
Yes.
Looks fantastic, especially with the white roof and it's like a
Okay. David says they go okay. Need tyres trued and weight in the front, but they're smooth.
Okay, that's all right.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's an easy fix.
Yeah.
Yeah. And let's face it, they're not made for racing. They're just made for cruising around. That's all we do. When we get together, we just cruise cars around. We don't race anymore. We just muck around.
Excellent. And what, David, one question's popping up here is what size motors has he put in those?
They're scale electric motors.
Yeah. Size?
So that'd be a Mabuchi, I think, like a standard Mabuchi motor, probably about 18,000 RPM.
Right. Yeah.
All right.
Which is plenty for that type of car, It's not a racing car. That'd be plenty.
Okay, now I've got the picture. However, I can't produce a slide of it because it's the wrong format. That's why it's not working. But what I'm going to try and do is share the screen. And here it is here. So there you can see that Jeff has created a paddock for Pat and Katie. And you can see there's Pat sitting on a hay bale with his green Chev. And I think that looks fantastic. He's got the John Deere.
Hasn't come.
Yeah, it hasn't come up, Dick.
Can't see it.
No.
It hasn't come up, mate.
Can't see it.
What is going on?
That's
How
all right.
about this?
Never mind.
I'll just get rid of this and see if this works. There you go.
Oh,
Something's
something's happening.
happening. Here
There
we
it
go.
is.
That's it.
Yeah, so
There
you
it
can
is.
see he's got Pat sitting on the hay bale
Nice.
in the paddock with the trees and the John Deere sign that Digger made for us all. And I just thought that looks fantastic, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's come up really good. He's got a bit more.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not finished yet, but he's got a bit more to do to it.
Yep.
So that's really good.
On your digger.
Is that some DG Raceway trees in the distance?
Yeah. Yes,
I believe
it is.
they are, yes.
Yeah. So it's really good to see everyone doing this. Like I know Dave from UC's doing it. He's doing a little paddock or yard or something. I think he's calling it.
Mm-hmm.
It's good to see everyone's doing this for Pat and everyone. Like all my videos now, I've got Pat sitting there on the hay bale, and Hughesy's got him sitting on the bridge, and Johnny's got him up the background there. It's really good.
George has said Shotgun's bench is Bobby enlargements of figures. Ask Hughes about it. What's that about, Hughesy?
He likes to expand on the creativity, make things larger than life.
Is that like
Right.
It's like the three-legged chicken, but opposite, sort of.
Sort of.
Sort of.
Yeah. Kinda.
Sort of.
I'm struggling.
That's all. I'm not saying. I might be thinking of something different than you're thinking, Hughesy. That's all right.
Probably.
Okay. Just moving along quickly. Just wondering if anybody got a new car this week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Yeah, nice.
So that's the little Corvette you got at the swap meet.
Yeah, last weekend. I think it was a weekend, 2 weekends ago. Brand new in
Nice.
the box, hasn't been opened yet.
Very nice. The old
So
Ninko.
I'm going to
C8.
get that out too.
Yeah. I got a couple of cars, but I haven't got them yet. I'm still
No.
waiting on them.
Still waiting on them?
You want me to show them for you, Dick?
Yeah, grab them for me if you wouldn't mind, so I can see what I bought.
Well, Alex dropped them off for me the other day because you're going to drop past my house soon.
I will when I'm better. I don't want to
Yeah.
call around while I'm still crook and get Charlotte and
Yeah.
BB's Dick. Look at that. Hang on, bring that up.
Nice.
Oh, that is
Beautiful.
nice. That is very nice.
That's
So that-
nice.
That's a bit of an old stocker that Bonza had in stock still.
Yeah.
That's nice. And we got one more. A Repsol Corvette.
Running mate.
Nice. Yes.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Couple of Corvettes for DG Raceway.
Yeah.
Woohoo.
Love the
Good
Repsol.
Getting fancy.
Yeah. Thanks for that, Hub.
No worries, mate.
Now, I do believe that we are going to do a giveaway.
That's news to me.
What are we going to give away?
Well,
What are
it
these
shouldn't
people?
be because we're going to give away, or Johnny's going to give away, a tyre tour to one lucky person in the chat.
Oh,
So-
yeah.
Let's see if we can do this a bit better than we did the last giveaway.
Deborah was hoping we were giving away one of Hub's teddy bears.
Oh, really?
You up for that, Hub? Which
there's
one
no
would you
there.
give away? That one.
Yeah, Dick.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Is that a
Jeez.
rabbit?
Is that a rabbit?
It's a bloody teddy bear.
Could look like a rabbit
I
if it's
look-
skinned.
I looked away. You flipped it over. I turned back. It was a bloody rabbit.
Oh, jeez.
All right. Back on topic.
Let's do it.
So, folks, we are giving away one of Johnny's awesome new tyre truers. How about that?
Yes, we are.
So, what are we going to do, Dick? How are we going to do this?
Well, I think after speaking about it during the week, we are going to ask everyone in the chat to select a number between 1 and 30. Look at this.
Not yet.
There's numbers going up already. They don't even know what the range is.
Yeah, wait till
Everyone
they
stop.
go.
Everyone stop. Okay,
Stop.
we're going to do between 1 and 30. And Johnny knows the number. He's told us, so we're looking out for it as well. And I reckon we're going to give it, 10, 15 seconds? And we'll see if it pops up. And the first number that pops up that's correct will win it.
So,
Now,
All right, so
let's clarify this. The first one we see who gets the correct number is the winner.
now,
Doesn't matter if one creeps by and we miss it. Sorry,
And-
it's the first
and when-
one we see.
and when does that start? Does it start from when you say Dick or you say Hughesy or? 'Cause
I will
there's
say now, and
Mhm.
we will. I'll count.
I'm
I'll
going to
count
hit
15
start
seconds.
as well. I've got a little start thing ready to punch.
Okay. Well,
Okay.
you take over, Hughesy. Whenever you're
That's-
ready,
All
pick a
right.
number between 1
Are we
and
ready,
30.
folks?
So if you put a
Pick
number in, you need to put it in
between
again.
Okay, so it's a number
We haven't
between 1.
started yet.
It's a number
Everybody-
between 1 and 30.
And the first time we see it. All right. Well, here we go, folks. Are you ready for this? 3,
Okay.
2, 1, start. Go for it.
Pick a number between 1 and 30. Nope. Nope.
Stop.
Stop.
Stop, stop, stop.
I
Stop.
do.
Stop,
I
stop,
do
stop,
believe.
stop,
I do believe we have a winner.
stop. Easy.
My bloody thing won't stop. It keeps going. Can anyone see?
I
Yes.
can see someone's already selected the number.
Yes, I can as well.
Okay.
So who is it?
What are you laughing about, Johnny?
Sorry, I'll tell you later.
Okay. Should I put it up?
Yes,
put it-
yes.
Yeah, who won? Who's the winner?
Again.
Glenn Perrin. He won one of the cars that we gave away and announced at Pat's. So
That's
you're a
right.
very lucky man, Glenn. I must say.
I think
So Glenn Perrin has won a Das Slot Car Box tyre tour. Congratulations, mate. Well done.
yeah, good on you, Glenn. He's good at this.
So-
There it is.
We
Definitely Glenn.
will get that up to you. Can you please contact one of us, and or even if you contact Johnny at daslotcarbox.com at gmail.com,
Yep.
and
Yes,
we'll get your address. We'll post that out to you as soon as possible, mate.
You know
Well
how
done,
many?
mate. Well done.
You know how many
Well done.
24s there were before we even started? It was
No
heaps.
fault.
I know.
Yeah, I saw it.
That's why I was having a chuckle because we're scrolling like mad. So,
It's
So well done, mate. You've won a tyre tour. It's not a bad prize, I tell you what.
well done.
Bloody
mate.
good.
Well done.
Well done. Congratulations.
yeah, good on you, Glenn.
Excuse me, coughing away. All right, well, we've gotten just over 1 hour, and we
Yeah.
wanted to keep to an hour tonight. So I'd like to thank Johnny V for popping in, telling us a bit about his tyre tour and his race timing system. Thank you, Johnny. Wonderful products, excellent products. Get onto his YouTube channel, have a look for yourself, and see what he's made. Husey and Hub, thank you, gentlemen, for another great show. Thanks to everyone in the chat for making this show what it is. We will see you in 2 weeks. So until then, good evening. It's good evening from me, and it's good evening from them.
Thanks
Thanks,
you, guys.
guys. Thanks,
Good night,
everyone,
everyone.
watching.
All right.
Later.
Adios.